Hey y'all. Am I on? I don't hear myself. Start it over. I just planned on starting over. Hey y'all, welcome. Y'all want to play? Somebody else do it.
I'm like Ron Burgundy. I just do it. Tell me to do it, I do it.
2 seconds ago, he said, "Turn my mic off. I'm not going to talk today." And here we are.
I mean,
And
that's
we're
the
off.
same as you saying you gonna act right, but I mean that rarely happens.
We only 2 minutes in.
Thank you.
We 2 minutes in, and y'all already on that.
Who
is y'all? I ain't
we
said
here.
nothing.
Listen, we here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So that's what
I
we
plead the
doing.
fifth.
Okay.
1,
you
2,
can
3,
plead
4,
with 5.
5th.
That's cool. Go on and get your Dave Chappelle on. That's cool.
Brought me in for the 5th flow. Why y'all attacking me?
You be attacked every show. Hey, why anything different this
It's
week?
because I'm dark skinned.
I was about to say, normally you're the attacker.
Nope.
You're normally the attacker. And now because you're the attackee, it's a problem.
Always got to play the victim.
Welcome to another episode of the Do Not Resuscitate podcast. We hope that y'all hear something that makes you want to stay or come back to help defend me, because the light-skinned people are, aggressive here. Make sure y'all following us on all of the things. Make sure you guys are having a happy new year, and if you're not, restart that shit like Tommy just did for us.
Absolutely.
Good.
Rewind.
Awesome use
I'm just
of
saying,
my work. Thank you.
I'm not for this shit today. I'm not. But anyway, let's intro.
Hey y'all, hey. I'm Denise, aka Miss Red.
Hey, everybody. I'm Nicole. That's it.
You're supposed to say the N, and
The N in DNR.
because you say it every time, and it'd be so cute. And I'll
Okay.
be like, oh, I like Nicole. Hey y'all, it's
Damn.
Ruthia.
I am today years old, recognizing that that's what the DNR stand for. All right.
Wow.
Do not
Wow.
resuscitate. That's all. I'm just not putting it together.
Wow.
Were you putting into the DNR or what? Which part? 'Cause-
The D, the NR. I didn't realize that was. I didn't.
We
just not
sit
put-
in order every show. All right.
We literally introduce ourselves as
D.
N.
R.
Sorry.
I need your face to be that smile was like a badass kid. Like,
Sorry, I just didn't put it together.
I saw it.
Did not resuscitate.
I need the shots fired so I can.
Oh, I'll put it on there. Don't worry. Don't shoot
Yep, hurry up, because I'm about to shoot at your ass.
me.
The fuck.
Anyways, what y'all been up to?
For me, just work. I got a promotion at work, so
Congratulations.
Let me hold $5.
Ooh,
I ain't gonna spend it. I just want to hold
you
it.
just want to hold it. I'll let you hold it. I'll cash app it to you. It got to sit in the cash app account, though. Okay,
That's cool.
that's
because
hold it.
it's,
Just hold it
it's
there.
0 right now.
Okay.
Son got me already
Oh yeah, I got you.
for a haircut.
But yeah, so that's all. I've been just trying to get situated in this new position. It's a lot of work. Y'all cousins don't know how to act, man.
Been to it. I told little stomach ache to give you a hard time.
Man,
Not little stomach ache. I cannot deal with her.
for real. Little stomach ain't give me a headache. All of the above. So,
Hey, let me send that text.
but
and
yeah,
be like,
but I'm not really honestly. I ain't complaining because it's an opportunity, for to help build our community. So,
Try it.
I mean that works.
Well, damn.
shot the fuck out of him.
Yeah,
Well then.
definitely DNR.
Jeez, I don't
Right.
I sound like I'm echoing again.
Because I got you turned up. You were next to the speaker.
What's been going on with you, Denise?
Currently looking for new employment. My job is no longer serving my mental health. And so for the sake of the people that I serve, as well as myself, I need to get out.
Yeah.
I'm planning my exit strategy. Yeah. So that's
So if y'all got some jobs, send them to Denise.
My job always hiring, but you do not want to work there.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure I can do physical labor. This-
That ain't what you told us last time.
I can't. I'm sorry. She was so sincere. I'm not sure I can do physical labor. That's just. It's not in my testimony. Sorry,
It's
that's
not in my spirit.
That's not my
That's
ministry.
not your ministry,
It ain't.
right?
That's not my ministry.
Dang. Yeah. Well, my job is always hard, but please don't apply.
Please don't apply.
I got enough fucking headaches. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've been struggling. I ain't gonna lie. I had a family emergency where I needed to be there for somebody who I've been avoiding because of trauma. But
Life happened.
yeah, it was like shit. I guess I gotta put my bullshit aside and make sure this person survives in this moment. So that was triggering. And then son had a close friend of his that passed away within 2 days of that. So it was just like
Oh yeah.
that was a
Life been
lot.
life and
Life been life. And then I was attacked, not just by y'all. Like I was attacked at work by a retarded white person in HR.
Dwight Speed Whiten.
Listen, he thought he was a full blown nigga at that point. And I was just like, okay, let me not laugh in your face because I'm not scared. However, let me play the role so we can get on here to get you up out of here. But
Absolutely.
so yeah, we're in the process of grabbing his notes because he writes on every fucking thing because he doesn't know how to do his job correctly. I'm gonna go ahead and just get him up out of there. Fingers crossed.
And you're out.
Listen, go ahead and matter of fact, you can take the shoe scraps and the smock with you, buddy. Because his response to everything is, I'm gonna call my lawyer.
Please, by all means.
You're gonna call your lawyer because you tried to physically attack me?
Yeah, that's what people with white privilege do.
Right.
But why do
Mhm.
you need a lawyer on hand if you don't be doing shit? That's his response. I didn't do anything. So why do you need a lawyer on hand? I
White
really don't think he can
privilege.
afford a
You
lawyer.
know how
but
they do. You know, they want to start something and then turn around and play the victim. That's
Right.
very common.
It's okay because everything is recorded. I called my boss. I got his personal cell phone number, and most of the argument is on his voicemail.
Okay, that helps.
Yeah,
Smart.
and my boss and HR pulled up in 2 minutes, and they was in a different building, and it was time to go home. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah.
So,
Life been lifing, and work been stressing me the hell out. But I ain't lost no weight. Ain't that rude?
That's so disrespectful.
that's disrespectful as hell.
Just disrespectful.
So I got to be stressed and fat. Let me get back to my fruits.
Yeah. Go on and eat out your fruit basket.
So we record.
You
What?
sound good, just so y'all know. I'm listening to it.
Thank you. Thank
Just
you.
making sure y'all know that. Just because you can't hear yourself.
Oh, great.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you, Tommy, for all your hard work and dedication.
Shout out to Tone with T. He's doing a good job.
I'm not participating in that. Tone, I am not participating.
I'm just. I was just.
Now y'all done made our producer leave.
That's
I
messed
actually
up.
like him
Yeah, I'm
on
enjoying
Tuesdays.
it. Mhm.
Any other day of the week is kind of whatever. But that's why I don't need to like you all the time. But no, we record every other Tuesday, correct?
Yes.
And we go live somewhere around 6:37ish. We black judge your mama, whatever.
Right.
But there will be days that we will not record, but we will have a podcast coming out. We just want to dive deep into some other topics that we might need to take a moment, breathe for ourselves. We might need to take some time to cry. Meaning me.
Ruthia.
I was getting to it.
I'm a crybaby. Y'all just don't
'Cause-
see me cry that often.
It's a part of the healing process.
It is.
For sure it
It's
is.
cleansing.
What the hell you lose?
Absolutely it is.
Because if it's a cup, it ain't in your pocket while you grab your pockets. Hold on, guys. We gotta
Right.
pass Tommy a cup.
Sorry.
You can have all of them.
Thank you.
It's okay. You want some fruit in your cup?
No,
Okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
toss
So
up, then you can go ahead and pull us up, or I mean, not us, maybe me. Look, I'm like, I know that one don't drink.
you see, I
So
was offended. Like,
And
Where
I
my
can't,
pearls at?
so.
right, because you're on the fruit and vegetable cleanse right now. Praise God for the fruit and vegetable cleanse, because listen,
Maybe I'll lose some weight.
this is a smoothie.
It is. So yeah. It's a fruit smoothie.
Good old smoothie.
smoothies. Yeah,
Mhm.
we can read. It say smoothies.
Yeah.
So
All right, you want one?
Full of sugar. I'm good.
That's only the first ingredient.
I know. That's usually the first ingredient is indication of what it's the most of. Sugar.
Me too.
Right.
I'm all sweet and stuff.
Ooh, child. All right. That's the narrative we want to go with today. Let's rock.
We're gonna roll with you on it.
All right. So by the end of the podcast, we'll let y'all know if
Thank
we
you,
will
Tommy.
be recording live
Mhm.
on the next episode or not. Let's get into the smoke.
All right. So today's topic is he say, she say. So we want to talk a little bit about how the latest thing that we're hearing is some men saying that women are not operating in their feminine energy. And the women are saying, but how can I operate in my feminine energy if you're not operating in your masculine energy? So we want to get into it and talk about him saying we not operating in our feminine, and the women saying he's not, that men are operating in their masculine energy.
What defines feminine energy or masculine energy?
That's the question.
Right. I'm like,
I don't know.
There's various definitions to that. Specifically speaking, obviously from
So you
a
finna Google
female,
it? I just thought he
a
was finna pull
female
up a chart.
point.
I really thought he was finna pull up a chart. Like,
I definitely was thinking about it.
see, it wasn't
Continue,
a shade.
Denise.
It wasn't a
Well,
shade.
social media has, several definitions. I don't think I necessarily have my own definition, because I don't necessarily subscribe to any one mantra. I feel like
Because it's like $9.99 a month on what?
absolutely,
Facts.
I ain't got the time or the funds,
And don't.
and don't. So I don't subscribe to any one mantra, so I can't necessarily say what my definition is, but by social media standards, the feminine energy is what I see most often is the whole 50-50, 60-40, who's supposed to pay what, the man's supposed to pay this many bills, the woman's supposed to do this, the woman is supposed to be very soft and
So it's like,
submissive.
gender roles.
Yes. The woman is supposed to be soft and submissive. Then the counteract of that is men are saying, well, y'all are acting like the men. So, y'all acting super independent, like you don't need a man, like you don't want a man. And then, of course, there is the reverse on the feminine side where it's saying, well, I have to act like this because you're not doing it. So if you're not doing it, who else gonna do it?
Right.
Thank you, Tommy,
I
for
found a
pulling up
chart.
this lovely chart.
Let's go.
You want to read it? Because I sure can't.
My synthetic wig is
so-
in my way.
It says masculine energy is doing, producing, active, thinking, logical, linear, heaven, sun. I don't know what that means. Task oriented, forcing, consuming, fight or flight. I don't know what this is.
I'm sorry, I was trying to blow it up.
Okay. I don't understand what it means though. Like I really don't. But as we're getting our chart together,
Yeah, because I was
I think
confused.
that what I'm taking from it, I am not going to put all men in a basket or, group everybody together. But from some of the men that I've been seeing talking about the masculine and feminine energy, what they really saying is they really want the woman to be quiet and allow them to do whatever it is that they want to do
I think this
without
is
anybody saying,
Logical and
Yeah.
emotional.
without the woman saying anything. That's what some of the men. That's what I'm taking from them.
I would
But
agree with
I
that.
do believe that I think you do have the different roles at different times. Sometimes as the woman you have to step up, because what if he's going through whatever? You got to step up and help. That doesn't mean necessarily that you're trying to take the role of the man, but
In
sometimes
some
we
ways
have
you
to work
need it's a
together.
balance. So
Mhm.
in some realms, the man may need to rest in his quote feminine energy. And sometimes the woman may need to rest in her quote masculine energy, because it should be a balance of the two.
Right. But I want to know, like, why is this such a big thing right now? Like, what is this about? Why is this such a big thing? Why am I, hearing this more and more and more and more?
I don't be on social media, so I don't see it or hear about it. I'll hear about it in
Mm.
like conversations with Aziza, because Aziza
Mm.
is always being like, "Sis, did you see this?" And oh my god,
Oh, we
I
need
make
her.
this post. So Aziza will make a post, and I don't know where the fuck she get these Facebook friends from, but they go left quick,
Mhm.
and then she got to call me to calm her nerves down because I have,
Okay.
common sense.
So here it is. This is exactly what somebody just said. Find the balance. So feminine energy, receptive, passive. I don't know that word. Contractive, intuitive, inward, um, natural, feminine, unconditional love, stillness, understanding, flow, nurturing, radiance, tenderness, surrender, kindness, sensitivity, intuitive, emotional, creative, ease, feeling, allowing.
That's
Oh
Pansy.
man,
That's Pansy. She is
a
That's definitely not
wounded
Ruthia.
feminine.
That's definitely not you.
Okay, let's talk about the wounded feminine. Victim, that's spelled wrong. Powerless, needyless, weakness, codependency, oversensitivity, manipulation, over emotional, withholding. And then masculine energy is projective, active, giving, expansive, outward. Natural masculine is confidence, protection, inner strength, clarity, responsibility, boundaries, focus, courage, logical, discipline, support, capable, stability, certain, direction, assertive. A wounded masculine is perpetrator, confrontational, abuse of power, criticism, dominance, abuse, aggression, avoidance, control, unsupportive, competitive, and unstable.
That list just was triggering as
I
fuck.
mean,
It's pretty
wow.
accurate though.
It was triggering. Though.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I could
I've run
see,
into this person.
I could see that.
So to find a woman that's certain is carrying a masculine energy, that's a masculine trait.
Thank you. That's.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't think I.
Which is part of the reason that I said I don't necessarily subscribe to any one mantra, because it should be a balance. I feel like there are a lot of comments about women not being certain, being indecisive, uncertain. But now, according to this chart, a woman being certain is masculine.
And assertive.
Right.
I don't think it's anything wrong with having masculine energy, and I don't think it's
Right.
wrong for a man to have some feminine energy.
But it seems like right now people
that's
are
been the
making
conversation,
it sound
right?
bad.
That's been the conversation that a woman shouldn't be carrying masculine energy and a man shouldn't be carrying feminine energy.
I know I got a small tinge of estrogen in me. I know I do. But it seems to balance sometimes when I'm with a woman who,
Right.
so I kind of understand her a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But then sometimes if I have a woman that has too much masculine energy, we don't.
It seems to clash.
Yeah, we clash. It's almost like, what the fuck are you doing? Kind of thing. I'm thinking about your ass. Like I shouldn't. Like,
Right.
So it becomes a confrontation almost.
I've experienced that though, like where some people. Well, I've experienced guys where it's like, bro, stop being so fucking soft. Cancers. They be a little.
They are
I don't know
a bit
nothing about that.
emotional.
and crazy. But I've had that. Are you a Cancer?
I don't know anything about
I'm
them.
sorry. Are you a Cancer?
Tommy's face right now is
That wasn't a dig. No, I'm saying because
Tommy, are you serious?
July 5th.
my sister is July 6th, but that's
She's
what
a
I was.
great person.
She is. That's my
Did you his
my
whole
whole heart. I didn't, but he didn't let me finish and get to my point.
Are
I
you
Oh
finished?
He just said he had a little extra, then you called us.
no.
Tommy finna shut this whole shit down.
Look, Tommy, you better clutch your pearls straight up, like.
You ain't even do it right.
Dang.
Up here, your pearls be up here. He grabbed his nipple. Sue said,
Couple chest hairs. That time he was.
the crazy part is,
Oh my
I was
God.
trying to attack.
You called a rat eye.
Red eyes, right?
I'm being attacked. I am being attacked.
I think he's being.
Every week.
Oh my God. Okay. And we're back. We back on track. Continue.
I hope someone is keeping score of who's being attacked here.
Tommy
I
in this
am-
moment.
I'm innocent. I wasn't. I
I
didn't even know
set
he
you
was.
guys up for success. How am I to attack? I set your sounds up. You got all
Oh
kinds.
man.
You get
I
hooked
didn't
up.
realize that you were a Cancer, but I didn't mean it in any harm.
Where
What
are
I
you on
was,
this line?
I will say
She
that
is.
I have come in contact.
Perpetrator.
Oh, he called you wounded masculine.
Aggressive.
Not just.
You're a wounded masculine.
That's messed up.
My goodness.
You just shot me.
Yeah. That's towards you. That ain't even good.
DNR.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk. To him.
I mean, we might need to go and just pull the plug. Start over in 2 weeks.
I wasn't
All
aware
right.
about that. But I've heard it 1,000 times.
Oh my goodness.
So my point was,
I did good acting though.
yeah, you did.
I ain't.
I got your chest.
You should be in the play.
So
Okay.
anyway, I've come across Cancer men that are considered to be more sensitive, and Cancer women that are seen to be more aggressive.
Interesting.
Like my sister,
I was about to say I could see that with sister
Thug. Do you hear me?
Thug Mrs.
However, I also know her story, so I know she's been put in a position to where that's her only way to live, her only way to survive, because she has to be protective of who she is and what she's been through in raising a daughter.
Right.
So I can see that. However, you know, no diss to nobody, but the Cancer men have been a little emotional. That's just
can-
my
I
experience.
can
But,
see that. I've heard that.
But
a
why do
time
we
or two.
consider that a bad thing?
I didn't say it was bad. It was just annoying to me.
Mm.
And it was like, I don't mind a man who knows how to communicate and express himself. And if you are having a moment, have a moment. But this person in particular was excessive with it. I couldn't take him serious because you ain't crying that fucking hard to where you like, wait, let me record this
Okay.
and post this online.
Okay.
Okay.
That shit was
okay.
Whoever
annoying.
that nigga is, that's not the representation of a
Right.
Cancer. I'm sorry.
Go on
That-
and
that-
take up.
said
Go
my
on and take up for
experience.
you.
Right, that shit. That's
My
that, I wish the chart. That's excessive. That's manipulative. That's all. That's all the negative
maybe he
shit.
was wounded.
That's
He
that
definitely
wounded shit.
is.
Yeah, that's that wounded shit. I will express how I feel. If you say some shit, I'm like, wait, that
Right.
shit. That shit wasn't right. Like,
'Cause if
I don't like the way that made
So
me
I
feel.
talk with my face, you do too.
Mhm.
So if I see your thought process, I'm gonna be like, no, say what you gotta say.
Exactly. But when I say they're like, what? You too sensitive. Like, no, your body language speaks louder than your
Absolutely.
words.
Absolutely.
I
So-
know
100%.
mine do. I
Yeah.
got rolled up for that shit.
Mhm.
Like, fuck y'all too.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Okay,
I create the balance in life.
that's what you think.
Yeah.
But okay,
All right.
you're fun.
Once again, I'm being attacked.
No, yeah, that was a positive thing. You're fun. That's a balance.
He said that's what I think. I do create the balance in life.
Okay.
Anywho, y'all just gonna let him attack me?
Let.
Okay. So
Allow.
I'm done. I ain't messing with y'all no more.
but I don't know. I just feel like this whole feminine energy, masculine energy is just a way for people to. I think it's a lot of it is just manipulation.
And projecting.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Mhm.
For sure. You're projecting your past trauma onto someone else, or your past hurt onto
Or your
someone
current.
else. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Current.
think even more than that, I think it's also you not doing right. You not acting right. So you want to try to make something wrong with the other person. So that, again, that goes back to that manipulation, saying, well, you're not being feminine. But how like when you say feminine, what does that mean? Are you saying what? Because I ain't washed the dishes today. What? I didn't
They'll
cook
be
you
there
no-
tomorrow.
I didn't cook you no
What?
meal. Like what exactly are people saying is kind of what I want to know. But a lot of times it's like, why is the expectation that we go to work, take care of the kids, come home, cook,
Taking care of the kids.
clean, do all of this stuff, but you get to just come home from work?
Right. Right.
How
Because
how
I
does
feel
that
like
work?
that
And then if I ask you to help clean up, then
it goes
you're
back
not
to
operating your
part
masculine
of
energy.
the quote unquote traditional, which I don't necessarily think is traditional, but well, no, I would say maybe it is traditional, but traditions change every day. So there's that.
Mhm.
But it goes back to, okay, well, y'all want a traditional man, but y'all don't want to be a traditional woman. Again, traditions change every day. So let's start our own traditions. Let's create our own mantra. Why do we have to subscribe to what society says is, the gender roles or what should be done? How about we come to an agreement, because we are the only ones dealing with this situation right here,
Right.
right now.
Right.
I think
So-
that's important
Make it
to make
work.
sure it works
Yeah.
for you
Right.
and that person.
Exactly.
Absolutely. We can create a situation for our household, what works best. Okay. So, because of your schedule, you can pick up the kids, and by the time you pick up the kids, I'll be at home.
Kids, ain't y'all?
I'll be at
I'm
home
not picking
doing
them up.
X, Y, and Z. Or, when you get home, then I'll take over, do homework. Like there should be a balance.
Like a compromise and a collaboration.
Right.
It's
He
not
was triggered.
just-
On what?
It's not just about that.
My kid's grown.
Mine too, but still.
My child ain't grown, but he is spoiled as fuck. But I ain't picking him up. He find his own
I'm
ride.
talking about the homework shit. That just reminded me of some like, damn,
Right,
nights ain't
man.
over. It just you get home, you
I
still
can't
got to do more work.
understand even
Yeah.
the kindergarten homework now. I be like, since when y'all start counting like this? Y'all don't use your fingers and your toes no more? Fuck. Like,
Oh my god!
why are we using this bullshit? It's too
That
much.
new look, they say that new math. Shit.
It
Get somebody else to do
yeah.
it.
It ain't mathematics.
I'm glad I'm not in the,
Get somebody
in
else to do it.
school no more, because I'll flunk. Because I'm like, what is? I don't understand.
I was
none
smart
of
as
that.
hell.
I
Back
was smart
then.
too, but I don't understand what be going on with
Now?
all of this stuff. I
What?
don't get it. It's confusing.
That's
Uh-oh. So
Once again, I don't know if y'all caught that, but I was attacked.
I said,
I don't think that
uh-oh.
was a tech. I'm just acknowledging facts.
What ifs? What ifs?
So I don't know. So I think, again, some men are saying that certain women are operating in their masculine energy because they're really not stepping up to the
I was going
plate.
to say that.
I
Yeah.
think we
Yeah.
also need to create the space, whether it's male or female. We have to create the space for us to be able to be that feminine person or that soft girl.
So
Exactly.
I've got a
whatever.
question.
Exactly.
So with I get your point. So to piggyback off of your statement of we need to create the space, are you talking literal, figuratively, or both?
All
I
of
think
the
both.
above.
Okay. So would you consider these brunches, women empowerment events, etc., where it's specifically targeted to women, would you consider those safe spaces for women to operate in their feminine energy?
It depends on which one you're going to. The ones that I've been to, or let me speak for me in general, not even just I've been to, anytime I'm in those spaces, I'm going to encourage a woman to be exactly who she is in that moment, but also understand that my experiences is different from your experiences.
Right.
So
Right.
whatever works for me is not always going to work for you.
That's true.
So, and I also think that we should have those same spaces open to men.
So I
Because
was
how does a man understand a woman if he's not invited into those spaces?
okay. Should quick plug. There is a safe spot for Black men at the end of January where it's literally created for Black men only. That's the title of the event, a safe spot for Black men. So I personally think, just from who I know is doing this event, I do believe that it will literally be like the the flip side of the women empowerment brunches and lunches and things like that. I think that will be the um the same thing for Black men, healing, talking, just being Black men, being who you are.
But they also need to be able to come together and coexist as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
Just like
Because I
we
can't be
as
me here and then he's him over here. And then when we come together, it's like, well, now what do we do?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I feel like that's important too. That's why part of the reason why I said, we need to come together to how can we coexist peacefully.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we have this, like you said, we got this over here for Black women. We got this over here for Black men. But how
we
can we
gonna
come
get along,
together as Black men and women, not only romantically, but platonically, and friendships and business relationships and everything? How can we come together, coexist peacefully without there being some type of conflict?
Well, it's always going to be conflict with me because I'm difficult.
Ben know it.
It's fun to see them squirm sometimes, There's just something I like to do and be like, I see a hoe, I see a waiter. Yep. That's just me. But I think that this topic goes hand in hand with my view of submission. I can be this
Absolutely.
strong, independent woman, and I can, because right now I am the head of my household. But when a man who knows how to lead and is going to create that
Yes.
opportunity for me to be
Yes.
like, oh, I don't have to do that no more, it's going to create the space for me to move into that quote unquote software era, whether I want to or not.
Correct. Agreed.
So
And that also gives the men the vice versa. Like,
right.
if I allow myself to not dim my light, but just be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna give him the opportunity to show me that he can lead. We be worried about not.
I got you,
what I'm
Tommy.
saying? We
I
be
got
worried
you.
about a man not being a man, but then we also don't give him the opportunity to lead or to.
Call on Tommy.
Yes, Tommy.
Call on Tommy.
There is an energy that some women provide that say that's what they want. They want a man to lead. But then there's an energy that's there that is so particular about how they want them to lead, they impede on what he's doing and
So
makes
she
him
don't trust them.
right,
don't trust him.
makes him not even want to go ahead and lead
Yeah.
because shit, if I lead and all of a sudden I still gotta go back and fix some shit after I lead, that you don't trust my decision.
Right.
I
So,
need to know that I can trust you.
right. But one thing,
That's a secret though.
What?
For some people it's a secret. Some people it's very apparent. Some people it's a secret. Like it's like a moving target. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, like one day it's like that. Like, all right, I'm gonna do that way. Why'd you do that way? Because that's how you like it like that. No, that's
We
not.
don't communicate enough.
I agree.
That's very true.
women, we
That
don't.
is
we
very
we
true.
want men to be
Mind readers. Right.
and that's
It's
You
unfair.
communicate to an extent,
mhm.
but leave things open. Because I
Right.
think that's a wounded woman actually sometimes because you still want to have the advantage.
Yeah.
Ooh, dropping
Yeah.
dimes.
Yeah. For real. I lost my train of thought. But that's true though. That is true.
I think my first time actually seeing a woman be what we would consider now too strong was in my mom. And it was when she were saying, I mean, like she had to be that person because my dad wasn't there. When he was there, it was better off him not being there. So I seen her being strong, and it was, to us, it was like she was a star. It was like, look at mom, let's look at her, all the things that she's doing. But when it came down to her, I want a man, I want a husband. We had to tell her, like, baby girl, that ain't gonna happen with the way that your mind is set up. You're so used to being so strong that you don't know how to be soft.
Mm.
So do
take
you
a
have
back seat.
brothers on your mom's side?
She has sons. I don't
Okay.
have brothers, but she got sons.
Okay, so in her raising, I wasn't gonna acknowledge. I wasn't gonna acknowledge that.
Remember
sister got
the
brothers.
trauma.
My
right.
sister got brothers, but you know.
Okay, so in her raising her sons like that, do you think that they expect that out of their significant other because they saw their mom, quote unquote, do it all?
I
So
don't know
they
'cause
have
both
that.
retarded. I don't know. I don't.
Do they have dominant women or do they have
Hell no.
submissive women?
They got some.
Okay. So they went
Okay.
the opposite.
Right.
Okay.
Because I was gonna, so my point to asking that was a lot of times when sons see their mother, quote unquote, do it all, they expect that out of their partner because my mama did it. Why can't you? Because I'm not your mama.
Right.
As well as some people see
And
that
your
and be
mama.
like,
Not your mama.
I don't want that in a woman. Some guys will see
Mhm.
that, like just like me. I don't want a man that's like my daddy because
Right.
I
Right.
seen the shit that he did. Whether my
Mhm.
sister think that her daddy is a good guy,
Yeah, but
I was probably
that's
asleep
her.
during that time.
Right. But that's her.
That's her experience. But I wouldn't be like, oh, this is gonna sound real bad. This is not his truth. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, I want a strong crackhead because I seen my daddy be that.
Right. Understood.
You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes you gotta be able to pick and choose your own life and not just say, I want that because I seen somebody else have it
Mhm.
and it looked it nice.
Yeah, my mom.
Chocolate
she
cake
was
is disgusting, but I see people eat it all the
right.
fucking time.
Like my mom was a really strong woman.
Mm-mm.
And she would always tell us growing up, like, you don't need a man for nothing. And so that's what she was always our whole
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
And it was when I became an adult and I was like, Mom, I love you.
I need a man.
But I might not be built like you did because I need a man. Like
right.
that's how I'm built, and I don't think that there's nothing wrong with it. And
Absolutely
we
not.
have to stop telling our children too, you don't need a
Right.
man or you don't need a woman because I think that that's where a lot of issues, come in.
We're
at.
not
Like
put here to
we
be
we are
alone.
exactly because you can't. You
Adam
gotta
was in there
have
fucking shit up in the
yeah.
garden.
you gotta have a man and a woman to
Yeah. So
I'm pretty
Ruthia,
sure
to your
he ate that apple before she got there. On what? He ain't know how to cook. So
Ruthia, to your point of men creating those spaces for women to feel safe, I'll just use myself and feel safe and rest in their feminine energy. I use myself as an example. Saturday, I was out with a couple
Not
of
me.
friends. Girl, you didn't even
Or
go
me.
out.
Nobody
Yeah.
call me. But
neither.
continue.
Y'all niggas is homebodies. I'll be outside.
I be
Okay.
outside sometimes.
Who homebody?
Oh, okay. Well, look now.
Girl, you
Now
know
I
I run
know,
the
look.
street all the time. What are you talking about? I am not a
He said,
homebody.
I'm in these streets.
I'm always in the street.
I be on the sidewalk.
Your ass be on the porch. Your ass really be on the fucking sidewalk. You be on the porch.
I be looking out the screen door. Like,
That look fun.
Like,
y'all
My
have
mama
fun out
said
there.
I can't come off the porch today.
Meanwhile, she is mama. She said she can't come off the porch today.
I did. It's dirty outside.
Shut your ass up.
Dirty.
So it was two of us women and one guy. As we
Mhm.
were leaving, I just happened to be in front of the guy, and the other woman was behind him. Naturally, I'm in front of you. I'm going to push the door open. He pushed me out the way so that he could get the door for us.
Mhm.
That's creating a space. It wasn't that I was trying
That
to
takes time to get used to, though.
Absolutely,
I'll
because
be doing- I'll be
this not the
doing
first
that
time it happened.
I'll be doing that
So you be just knocking bitches on the floor. You just be pushing
shit.
bitches.
Move, bitch. I got that.
Oh, that ain't confusion.
I do that.
Move, bitch. I got this.
Just motherfucker, get your ass out there. I
What?
got this.
I'm a motherfucking
No,
gentleman.
really, that's
I'm
what
I'm
happened to
gentleman,
me.
motherfucker.
That's what happened. I was really muffed. Like that's literally what happened.
Push
I
your
was
niggas
like,
away
whoa. I wasn't ready. Okay, thank you. Like,
Thank you for the muff and the door.
right, like
What?
Hey, and you ungrateful now?
my guy friend, and he was walking on the. He likes to walk on the outside of the
Yeah.
and I,
Something
wasn't
broke.
used to that. So and it happened multiple times where he kept trying to and then finally he was like, well, that's fine. Just go on and walk on the edge if you want to be a hooker. I don't care. I was like, okay. I like
Right.
it. Like that was memorable. Now I know, like
Bill
I'm
said,
not.
take your hooker ass on
He
over to the
did.
other
He called me
side.
a hooker. He was like, go on over there. Hooker. I was like, okay, all right, I heard you. Like you gotta talk rough to me sometimes, because I
And
don't
do.
get it. You
Right.
gotta talk
I'm
rough
like,
to
well,
me
that's.
sometimes.
I think that's a consensus between the three of us.
Yeah.
I definitely think Denise needs to be muffed every once in a while.
I think
Probably
so,
more
too.
often than not, to be honest.
Your panties got wet.
Right. I
This motherfucker. Ooh.
Do it again. Oh, I like that shit.
You say it's another door across the
Come on, come on.
right.
I like that shit. Do it again. So you said what I gotta do? Stand in front of you. Okay, say less. Let's do it again.
That shit
Right.
hilarious.
For
Listen,
real.
I'm finna try to open up the doors all the
But do
time.
you think that means though, like that we want to operate in our feminine energy? Because I know me. If you don't tell me to go sit down sometime and be quiet, I'm run all over you.
And
That's just the truth. I mean,
yeah, I
'cause
would
know I
agree.
do have a very strong personality, but if you be like, look, lady, quit acting like a hooker. Lady, you go sit down. You
go
doing
have
too
several
much.
seats.
Check
Go
me
sit down
Respectfully.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
absolutely. Check
I
me
gotta check
respectfully.
especially because we really are emotional, and sometimes we get out there and he have to be like,
So-
you doing too much,
Right. A little tap on the shoulder, like, hey, come back.
or a little muff,
Right.
you know.
a guy that I dated in high school recently tried, well, he been trying since high school, however, like recently we tried to reconnect, but I told him like I don't see myself being with you because I feel like I can walk all over you. I don't want to have to lead. I
Right.
lead at home because it's me and my child,
Right.
but when a man is, keyword man,
Yes.
not a
'Cause
grown boy, not
You
know what
can
I'm saying?
be
Like,
of the male species and
I
not
can't
be a
do it.
man.
I don't want to have to be that strong. Take me off the strong black woman
For
list.
real.
I'm gonna
Shout
throw-
out to Spitfire Shine. That's what I don't
I'm
want
gonna throw a word out there.
Listen,
I didn't even hear
I'ma
it.
throw a
What's
word.
that? Look.
take me off the strong
black
woman.
woman.
Like I don't
Hell
want to be. I don't
yeah.
want a black woman. I don't want to
Hell
be.
yeah.
I'm gonna throw a word out there. No, don't worry. There is something that will accelerate a man's masculinity and actually put a woman in her place, but make her feel comfortable with that man. It's called chemistry.
For sure.
And there's something about the chemistry that will actually bring a man who is not necessarily always masculine to become masculine,
Mhm.
and for the woman to allow it's an energy between the two, and it has to be like consistent. It's the balance. Like
Yeah.
somehow there's a balance. If it's
Mhm.
unbalanced, you can be annoyed, he can be irritated, or he can be soft and she can
Right.
be hard, or vice versa. It's always
Yeah.
and people be in these relationships and they feel as if because
I
they're
like
attracted,
talking shit.
but because you feel like you're attracted to a person because they're attractive and you get along with them,
Mhm.
that this should be what it is, but it's still a chemistry missing.
Absolutely.
I've had sex with people and I'm like, I forgot that I did. I had sex with some people, I remember that shit forever. Like, I don't know what the fuck that
'Cause,
is.
yeah,
That
I
was-
went
that
on
was
one
a-
date with old boy from this summer and was like, who? What?
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of, where are we at?
Which boy?
we had this conversation before we got here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wait, which boy?
okay. The one that you brought to the Sherman Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh, it's exactly 1 month today.
Mm.
He at
Oh.
home looking for something.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's what's
I made her check in.
Y'all done?
That's the masculine energy.
I like that. That masculine energy. Look at him. Look at his face. But you.
not you go shoot him.
Damn.
Sick of his
No,
shit.
you're not. You're not.
The fuck?
But you absolutely right in saying that, because it take me back to my guy friend. Like, first of all, I'm older than him, a lot older than him, but he that's that chemistry and the way he is, it made me naturally
Mhm.
like be able to submit under that, or to be the woman in
Right.
that, because he created that space for me to be able to be that way. I can be the soft, gentle person and not have to
I
be
can't
like
see
how
you
I
being
am at
anything
work.
else.
I think that's a misconception. I don't.
Wait,
I
hold
don't,
on. Tommy,
go
can
ahead.
you pause your thought? Ruthia, can you repeat that?
I can't see her being anything besides soft.
Shit. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tommy.
I can't.
She said create a space. The chemistry I'm talking about is a natural progression of something that's there. Like if it's created, it's kind of false, but it's something like
Okay.
there are individuals that I have had interaction with that intimacy is natural. Like I want to grab her, I want to pull her close to me, and actually be like, hey, come here, girl. Like, and there's ones I've been with, I've been attracted to, and I'm like, she pretty. I mean, ain't nothing against her. I just don't. It's just not there. It's you know.
Then I didn't use the right word. It was definitely natural.
Okay.
It wasn't,
All right. I wasn't calling you out. Or
No,
that was not
but
what
you
I was doing.
know.
But it's like I y'all don't know this, but I am far beyond actually getting my doctorate, but I didn't finish it. But part of my study was doing like this study of this kind of intangible kind of like feeling of like it's an unspoken power that like a teacher has when they step into a classroom. Like it's a teacher that come in the classroom, they'll just like all the kids are like, oh shit.
Right.
Like
It's an
presence.
energy.
You mean
Right,
like
it's an
that
energy. And it's a certain
presence
teacher come in,
that-
oh, we about to run the motherfucker out of
Right.
this classroom.
Right.
But it's the same thing that happens with a comedian. Like a comedian can step on the stage and be like, yeah, I got all these jokes, and he'll hit something and like 20,000 people all laugh simultaneously. And then the wrong motherfucker come up there and they'll boo him. Like whatever that is, it's like, or like Michael Jackson can go anywhere in the world and dance, and they're like, these kids that ain't never seen that motherfucker in his life. Like, I love Michael Jackson.
Right.
And there's some performer that go out there and like, who is this nigga?
Right.
Yeah.
It's something that's it's an energy that we can't see that people bring to the table. But then if y'all both bring the energy, I think it's like a magic.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you are forcing it,
Sparks fly.
no, it's when you're forcing it, it won't.
You're right.
But if you're forcing it, it's kind of like
Not even a fucking flicker.
right. But
Right.
because it's
Baby
cool,
hands,
because it's
yeah.
cool. We get cool mixed up with the chemistry. Cool is like, yeah, we cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all can actually
We
be
can-
friends,
right.
but y'all just happen to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the chemistry is kind of like, I can't get away from this motherfucker. I can't
Right.
stop thinking about him. What you doing? And you get a little jealous behind him and shit. Like,
Facts.
it's something about
That's
it.
my business.
I'm sorry.
Keep going. Look, keep going.
That's all
Fuck
right.
her.
You don't gotta be jealous of me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was saying it to you.
I know.
In your own voice.
I mean, I'm not doing
It's
nothing.
fine.
I'm not doing nothing. Don't gotta worry about me.
I didn't shoot at you this time.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But
I
no.
think my granddaddy had that energy though. Like he would come into the room. I could not for the life of me remember my grandfather's voice. He was the strong, silent type. He entered the room. We could be having a family gathering where you got 10 kids and 49 grandkids loud. He would enter the room. We would all just stop.
Sound like respect too.
Absolutely.
he beat some ass. At
Yeah.
one point.
He
He beat somebody's ass.
not mine, but it was just like,
It's
like
residual.
you said, that energy that he brought. And I always said, like, I want not necessarily somebody that who reminded me of my grandfather, but somebody that he would even approve of.
Right.
Mhm.
Like-
he would feel it as soon as he came in the room.
Like I need him to walk in the room and be like,
Right.
Right.
because that's what he would do. He'd walk in there and keep going. But it was that energy that he brought, and it would be like,
It's
all right, he gonna keep the party
a
going.
safe.
Type of thing.
Mhm.
It's a safe space. Like you know that when Grandpa entered the room, he meant business and wasn't no bullshit finna go down.
Facts. Crazy, like, y'all wasn't just talking that shit when Granddaddy was in here. Hell,
Here come the instigator.
I used to get my mama in trouble all the time. I wish he was still here because I still tell.
Believe that.
Childish.
Tell your grandfather.
Yeah, my mama. Granddaddy, you know she helped me pay my rent.
You know she helped me pay my rent.
What? I see him help pay ours.
Oh my goodness,
What?
you petty. The fuck? The fuck back then?
fuck?
The fuck been universal for all your life before it was even a thing.
Right.
5 years old. The
Y'all
fuck?
bad off. Like, she really ain't help.
Like my diaper ain't changed. The fuck?
I didn't wear diapers back then. I was free balling.
Oh, you been penniless all the time?
Well, this show just took a turn.
Not. Why is she on the floor?
Don't let your wig fall off over there. Yeah. Hold it in place. Hold it in place.
Falling hoe, sis. Falling hoe.
Keep talking me out.
Well, so that's the end of the show for today.
For the record, I was not penniless.
Was
I mean, you
not,
said free balling. I mean,
was not. That doesn't mean she is not currently.
oh shoot. I don't even want to
I
know.
got underwear today.
Very good.
Today.
Good job.
You felt judged. That's why you fell on the floor.
Because I wouldn't always like this.
That's kind of hard to
Happened
believe.
About that. When did I make Mia? She taught me all this bad behavior.
You can blame it on her.
Mia, out of all people,
No, she really did. She told me, she was like, no, you gotta let it breathe. It's like, so I don't have to wear underwear all the time?
shit, I've been through that. My grandma told me that.
Mm-mm. My grandmother never told me that. Rude, right?
I don't think it was ever a conversation. It was just kind of a
If
observance.
you got extra appendages hanging from your shit, y'all would wear some drawers. It's a little different.
Yeah, because it might zip it up or something.
Oh God! Between Tommy and Nicole, I
Guys,
cannot.
y'all don't free ball?
The closest thing I go is some boxers, but you know the whole like something about Mary episode, that scene where he zipped his shit up, zipped his meat up,
He's been traumatized ever since.
and something
I
about
was traumatized ever since.
and something about like porn when they just walk in and just pull their pants down and have no drawers on. I'm like, that's nasty, dog. What the fuck are you
I
doing?
never paid attention.
They don't be having
Never
no
even
drawers.
thought about
They
it.
don't be having no drawers on. Like
I'll
really.
probably
They
fast forward
never-
through that part. Like, yeah, I don't need to. Like, I don't need to know the
Get to the good
backstory. Right.
I want to see the whole scenario.
Right.
Just get to
Listen, I don't give a fuck about a storyline. How he met her.
Yeah. Just saying.
I don't have time for your.
oh brother.
Y'all think this episode way out.
Why we never can stay on track.
That's y'all. I was doing good today.
I mean, it just
You got some good shit. You got a nice chart.
Right.
Thanks, Tommy, for the
Yeah.
nice chart.
Tommy be coming through with the charts.
That's why I just knew he was gonna have one. Like, he gonna
I
have a
mean,
chart.
yeah, that was okay. Very thank you, Denise, for that. For
I'm not even
teaching
gonna
us that
engage.
about you.
I'm about to say I'm not even finna engage. I had a follow-up question, but
Wow, I'm rarely speechless, but I don't even
You're right.
know.
You are rarely
I do
speechless.
not even know what to say now.
I was trying to figure out how we can wrap it back to the.
So yeah, back to masculine and feminine energy. Wow.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, we might as well go.
I
Just let it go.
I don't know how to. Denise, why would you?
Why would you do that?
Why would
She
you?
operated her wounded masculine.
There ain't nothing wounded masculine.
Let me pull up the chart again because I need to figure out.
Yeah,
what
we
the
need
fuck-
to figure out what just happened.
where Denise-
I didn't do anything.
You did. You went to your wounded masculine.
the hell, Denise? Lord help him. He wounded too.
I mean, let me see. I don't even know where that would go.
No, she got to be over here somewhere. That's an abuse of power
Abuse of power.
because
She
you able to
she
just skip-
unsupportive.
You got to be
I'm
able to
so
just
what?
skip-
Whoa.
because they really worked on that one particular.
Right,
scene.
you unsupportive. You are not supporting them in their craft. Well, I mean, in the first part of the storyline part.
I'm like,
I was
well,
criticizing them for not having no underwear.
So yeah, I mean,
Y'all taking this shit literally. So
No, we know
that's
it's
a
just-
that's a masculine.
It's a wounded one.
Oh,
He said, damn.
so you telling me that men can't be kind?
That's
that's
yeah.
why the whole masculine and feminine energy, the conversation
So
is
being
very
kind,
skewed.
being kind is a feminine trait.
I don't. Think
That's
so.
crazy.
I
Don't
think
make
I
sense.
think there needs to be an equal balance because even like how you were saying with your mom, how you not built like that.
Mhm.
I I can say that I took a little bit of from everybody that was around me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? As far as like seeing things that my mom did and my grandparents and their relationship, a good close friend of the family's, like even with her and even how she dealt with her household, I could see that some of the stuff that she would say or she would do, I took that and now I'm implementing that in who I want to be
Mhm.
or what I want my
I'm sorry, I missed who are you referencing?
a good friend of the family.
Okay. Sorry.
You okay?
No, I
Mhm.
missed who you were
Yeah,
referring to.
so basically, I think that we
Why
need
is he
to
so
take,
aggressive?
we need to just we don't need to have like one outlook
Shit.
on what
Of
it
course
is.
not.
We
Take a
need to
little bit
have-
from here, take a little bit from
I
there.
think the show should be DNT.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Dang. He took the R out. You
I
gonna-
think you deserve that one, Tommy.
God, she was like, I was just asking who she was referring to. She said, well, you got a problem? Nigga? Like, damn.
Well, I just I'm
So
masculine.
Is that wounded?
I think
You know
Tommy
what? We
makes
can't
me-
even take this
makes
chart
me-
seriously
he makes
because
me
there's too
want
many
be.
spelling errors over here. Wounding?
Wait.
What's a wounding masculine? Wounding
Yeah. What is it? Victime?
and
What-
big time.
Now I'm questioning all the spellings.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm sorry for my chart. It seemed
It's
very,
not your chart.
I think the idea behind it is good.
Yeah, we get it.
The grammar behind it sucks.
Mhm.
They was wounded. They probably was crying when they did
Right.
the shit.
They
But-
couldn't see. They couldn't see straight.
But I'm sad. I'm not saddened to say, but I'm surprised to see how many natural feminine qualities I possess.
I think we all do.
I
I
for sure
know.
believe that we possess, each of us, man
Because
or
I'm
woman,
confident.
For
possess.
sure.
Right.
That's exactly where I was headed to. Confident.
All three of us are
I
confident.
think inner strength.
Absolutely.
Responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is being responsible masculine?
I think
What
they
year
looking
today is
at
this
it-
Because
from,
it's
like,
usually not the case. Like
Is this
in
from,
the
like
responsibilities I have
1925
been,
or something?
the
I
response, like especially fiscally responsible.
Yes,
Like-
I
absolutely.
think that they're saying that the man
Give me your
would be
check and I'll
the
pay these
lead and
bills.
he's gonna, you know what I'm saying? The woman is at home taking care of the house, but he's very responsible when I'm getting the money. I think
Mhm.
that's what they mean behind it. But
Which
at the
goes
same
back to what
time,
I was saying,
if
the
that works for
traditional.
you.
There are certain
Right.
circumstances when I was married that I was like, all right, this is what we about to do.
Right.
That's the responsibility. Like we had a house, it had like mold and shit in it. Like, all right, we ain't staying here. We
Right.
about to move. And she didn't say that she wanted to move. I didn't ask her. I said,
But you took- yeah.
we
But she
moving.
on that
because she
responsibility.
trusted you, and
Mm.
she
She had no
did-
choice. Like she could have said whatever.
Exactly what I'm saying. From a woman's point of view,
She knew you
she
protected
could
your
have
family.
said no because she don't trust you. She didn't think that you were a good leader or that you was just coming off with some bullshit. But because she was like, I know that he sees this as, you know what I'm saying,
He wants to
something
protect
positive
us
for the
or
family, then of course,
take
like,
care of the
okay,
family.
yeah.
But how come when we went to the spot, I set up the appointment for to see the spot, and she took my sister-in-law, and they went. She was walking around with her nose stuck up, acting like she was like, and the landlord was like, I don't. She was like foreign. I don't think she likes this spot. I'm like, no, she ain't got to.
She
She
can't-
has-
This where we
this-
she,
this-
she
we-
probably like me. She got to be difficult for,
She gotta be difficult
She
for whatever
gotta
reason,
find something
right?
to
I'm
be-
like,
you know,
So,
she probably was thinking like, this is cute. Or
this
whatever.
cute. It's like the refrigerator don't fit right here. I said, it's gonna fit. It's got adjustable feet.
But you know what? As a woman, we are
I'm
very
like, we
meticulous, and
I'm
we
like,
think
we
about certain
definitely
stuff. Like,
See those small little details, like that counter too little.
Nigga, a
microwave.
countertop or mold.
she's not
Straight
saying
up.
that
I'm with you.
this is the exact one. Yeah, we got to move, but maybe not this one, or maybe she just wanted to feel included in the decision making process.
I think that's the chemistry portion that is missing.
Like, let me
Let me lead. I got you. I know what's best for us.
But
Trust
make
me.
sure my house got a vanity room.
Lord knows you need that vanity room.
Vanity. Well, this one didn't have a vanity room.
Did it have an extra bedroom? Because that's what mine
The
is.
tough thing about it is this is post us moving out of the house that we had
Now
bought.
he got to explain.
No,
He
we had bought
wounded.
out. Like this is.
He wounded.
We were living in the suburbs, and she worked for MPS. And at the time, you had to live in Milwaukee, so we had to move, and we couldn't sell the house because we were in that market time where it was just
Right,
terrible.
right.
Like we had to do some shit, so we let the house go for a stupid, ridiculously low price. We missed out. We moved into a house right away so she could keep her job because the benefits was the fucking bomb.
Right.
And I was like, all right, we're gonna keep this. And then it had mold in it because we moved too fast. And she found it. I was like, all right,
now he's definitely wounded because now he's pointing.
no, but I'm saying we were all sick. We all got sick at one point. I ain't never been sick. We all got sick within a year. I was like, we got to get the fuck out this house. And I got us out the house. That's when she was kind of like, because she didn't make the decision. But
it sounds like it's some other stuff going on there.
I think you're trying to read into it. But
No,
I was saying the responsibility of I need to take care of my family came to true. And sometimes it don't come out every single day, but sometimes when it has to, it does. And just run with it. Just run with it. Because I don't do it often. I don't have to do it every single day. But when it's
Why
time,
not? The hell?
because it's a joint effort. We doing shit together, but sometimes I'm like, all right, fuck what you thinking. This is what we about to do.
Right. You just got to take. I get it. You just got to take the reins on.
Because if it's a discussion, she gonna talk me out of it.
Right.
I'm like, no, I don't need you to talk me out of it. I need to do it.
I agree because I'm that difficult motherfucker.
I
don't know. I
can be
feel
that
like-
difficult person, but I feel
I just
like
want to pick your brain just because, though.
For what?
Mostly because I'm nosy.
Exactly. It ain't for no
Yes.
good reason.
I'm like, yes, that's definitely my
See,
reason.
I think for me, because I'm not gonna say I'm passive, but like I'm past that point where I'm not trying to argue with you about nothing. I don't want to argue.
Yeah, I
like
don't wanna
I just
argue
really
either.
like I don't want to go through all of that. So I'd be like straight just chilling, like, all right, whatever. And I just try to let people be who they are or whatever and not put all of my
I think I just be
expectations
needing
on
to
people.
fully understand. But I guess once I know you and I can trust you to do your decision making is good, then I'll be okay.
Mhm.
But I need to understand. Like you just randomly say we finna move. Why?
But you know that like he said, but y'all know the mold was in the house, so we need to move.
Did you check all the boxes off before you just agreed to this house? Like that's me. If I don't trust, or if there's been a reason for me not to trust you, I'm going to naturally ask questions. But that comes from not trusting you.
Right. So I think like for me, I get, and Denise, don't say nothing because I swear I will knock the ponytail off your head.
Damn. Damn. That was a serious ass. That was a serious ass. Thing. I guess I better shut the fuck up.
I'm ready.
Damn.
We on high today. We
Because I
got
already know she gonna say something crazy. As soon as I say this, she gonna say something crazy, and I'm gonna have to knock that bun off the top of her head.
She knows what's about to happen.
Some shit about to go down.
That's like sipping the tea right now. You just shaking the Skittles. Shaking.
Oh god. Let me sit back and shut the fuck up, okay? Because I'm not trying to get my head knocked off my shoulders.
I know what I say to you. Gonna say
just turn my
something
mic
stupid.
off.
No.
At this point.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like because I'm so kind, I feel like she got real tears.
She been crying all day.
That people take my kindness for weakness.
I can see that for real.
What?
Her face. It's like,
Look, she told me I can see that for real. With her, she got her legs, ankles, toes crossed.
her face was like,
Yeah, right.
Kind
No,
And so
no,
I
speaking,
think, like-
speaking to a most recent situation that we all encountered,
Oh,
I would agree with that. I would agree with your statement.
Yeah, we. I'm trying
So-
to recover from that.
So I in
we
that
all been
thinking
traumatized.
Yeah.
thinking back to that situation, I agree with your statement
Mm.
because that person for sure took your kindness.
Because I be
For-
chilling, like I just straight be chilling. Y'all know I live in my lane.
Yeah.
I don't mess with people. I don't come out of my lane. You know what I mean? So I feel like because people
Denise was like, bullshit.
because people see me being that way, and this is including relationships. So I don't be chilling. Like I don't try to cause no whatever
drama,
because
no
I just
unnecessary.
and that's what I don't do good with drama.
that's
I
what
do
I'm saying.
not
You
like
don't-
drama,
And I for
I
sure
do.
can
and I'm
for
not
sure-
creating because I hate it.
I for sure
hate
can say that you
drama.
do not
Mm.
like and do not create any unnecessary
Mm.
beef,
Nope.
negative energy. Like you said, you just really be like,
Nicole is one
Either
of the
we
sweetest people
gon-
I've ever
Like,
met.
I be
Though.
Either we
chilling.
gonna do this or we not. If we not, that's cool. Just let me know.
Right. So I find that in relationships that I've been in, that they think because I'm kind that I'm weak, and that's not the case. Because then they find out, like,
You gonna
okay,
fuck
You
around.
really crazy as a motherfucker.
you
And
want to
find
play with
out.
me,
Right.
So,
You gonna fuck around and find
like,
out.
you want to?
The
Oh,
more you fuck around,
don't play with me.
the
Like,
more
I'm
you
not
gonna
that type-
find out.
Seriously, I'm not that type. Like, don't play with me. Like, I don't do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not good with games. Like, I just
You chilling until you're triggered and it's like you fucked around.
Yeah.
Now you finna find out.
And then it's you crazy.
Well,
However, don't what?
I was about to say, like we said, now it's you crazy. Like, well, had you not,
Right.
you don't even let me finish my statement, damn it, girl, fuck you.
However,
The fuck?
As I've matured, like I remember it, younger, having a breakup or whatever and snapping out and doing crazy stuff. Now I'm just gonna block and delete you and keep it moving. You'll never hear
Because
from me again.
It's easier that way, honestly,
like I
because
just I'm
it takes
not
too much.
about to fight with
It
you
takes
about
too
this.
much energy. So from to quote one of the bartenders at Balanced Cocktail Lounge,
come on.
you know
finna
that
spit
it's
some real shit now.
you know that it's truly over when you don't have any emotions. You want to leave amicably, leave the relationship amicably.
I don't want.
And I quote, I don't want to hate you.
Well, it wasn't to leave amicably. It was a
You
whole
said-
situation.
Oh, you gonna
then-
get fucked up.
He said what he said. Not, this is not my current
Mhm.
situation, but he said what he said, and I told him, "Fuck you and your mama for not swallowing your ass." How about that?
But no, I'm just saying, but that's
You know
how
what I
you know
mean?
when
And then I
it's
blocked him
You
and-
really said that to somebody?
Okay,
This
so
is not
he
the
was.
sweet
He
Nicole
was.
I know.
I realized he was a narcissist, but again, I was being sweet and I was being kind and I was being like, okay, well, you said you got this going on and blah blah blah. Blah. Okay, fine. But then as time progressed, and I'm telling you, like something is wrong here. You got something going on. Like just tell me you got something going on, and we could just move forward. You could, whatever. And he wasn't gonna admit it. I knew it. I felt it. That's that on that list. Intuitive. I knew something or whatever. Just tell me. Like you don't have to like play with me. So then finally, I call him a narcissistic asshole, and he called me a bitch. And then I told him his mama was a bitch, and fuck you and your mama for not swallowing your punk ass.
he
And that
fucked
was the end of
around
that.
and he found out.
I was waiting on his facial expression.
Tommy needs to be on camera because his facial expressions be
It was
gold.
going, growing and growing and growing. I'm like, wait, what? You?
She's the sweetest one, isn't she?
Until you piss me off, you piss me off, and
'Cause
then
I'm
it's,
like a
it's
close second.
It's a wrap.
Well, technically, I know your daughter before I knew you. I kind of knew I kind of knew you, and you are definitely the same. You're definitely the same. Sweet until you.
Till you piss
Just
me off.
sweet till you
Like
ain't.
I don't.
Sweet
I-
until you ain't.
But I don't bother
You
people.
Sour Patch Kid.
And I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't bother you out, whatever. And you just made me go there, and then you got blocked, and you never. He never heard not a word from me after that. I just completely cut him off. I saw him, and when I saw him, like I saw his eyes like get big, and my eyes was like,
All right. Anyway,
so
right.
what? And I
Moving
think he
right
really
along.
didn't know how to deal with that because I was like, whatever, because I am that person. When I get done, I'm done with you. I'm cut you off.
And I will fully agree with that too. Speaking for myself, now personally speaking, it might take me 1,000 chances to be done with you, but once I am done with you, you
Yeah.
no longer exist to me. Like it's over. There's nothing that you can do. There's nothing that you can say. I literally do not care. I have no feelings whatsoever. I don't hate you. I don't like you. I don't have any type of feelings. You just exist in your own world, and I'm over here existing in mine.
Right.
That's it.
So it'd be like that. So let's get back on topic because we get way out there. Did you have something you want to say? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I was
okay.
reading a text message from my sister.
I know for me, I want to be able to operate in, be the woman. And I don't want to have to do all that. I don't want to be
Right.
responsible for all that. Like,
Absolutely.
let me let me put my money in there and you pay. Take care of this or whatever.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't want
Absolutely.
to.
So y'all don't want that me to give Tommy that 8 points of credit. That's what y'all saying. Let him handle the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let him handle it. Yeah.
Ain't
I have a hard time. I have a hard time with that.
Which part?
You personally like the fiscal part of it?
Yeah, I mean, no, I have a hard time of letting a woman pay for shit. Like I have a
Oh,
hard. I
okay.
mean, it's not like I will take care of everything, but if we're out, it's like innately for me to like.
Mhm.
So is it offensive to you for a woman to pay?
It's not offensive, but it does make me feel some kind of way. Like I do feel less
Mhm.
than when
Because
it
men are
happens.
natural providers.
Yeah.
Real men.
It's something that's been
Natural
it's been something instilled in me since the beginning,
Mhm.
and I don't know if it's like innate or is it something that I learned over time.
So
where I
would you
saw-
let
Probably
a
a little
woman
bit of
take
both.
you on a date and actually not just plan it, but actually pay?
I
I
have
ain't open up your car door or anything, but I'm
I
just
have
saying.
allowed that to happen.
Okay.
But I'm not going to say I didn't feel like I needed to reciprocate it some kind of way to kind of like, all right, I get even this playing field because you can't be
Mm.
like the one that do this. Like I've had like between blessing moments where I'm like, I can't do nothing. All right, I got it. And I'll still make sure I got it
I
just
just
in
had
case.
to be. It's been
So
a race to who gonna pull out that debit
How
card
does that
first.
make you
Yeah.
feel? And I'm asking because in my current situation, he told me I'm too helpful. I never heard nobody say I was too helpful. So how does that make you feel? Like if she does take you on a date and she does pay for
In
it?
a relationship, like
Mhm.
I don't feel that bad. If I'm dating, I feel a little skeptical about it. I feel like it's what's it called? Love bombing? Is it love bombing?
Okay, yeah.
When somebody's like, "Oh, I got you,
Right.
I got you, I got you," all of a sudden,
Mm.
because we're dating, I feel like I'm now obligated to be like, "All right, I guess I gotta be with her because she be taking care of me all this time," kind of thing.
Oh wow!
Or she would,
Right.
Yikes.
You feel like you said you feel some type of obligation
yeah,
now.
right. And all of a
because
sudden, now I gotta put
she
out.
has been doing
gotta do up.
X, Y.
I gotta do her up now because I didn't have no
Guy
plans on doing it. But now I gotta do up.
Actually said that he
Damn.
got married because of that. Like
It's happened.
he was dating a woman and he was like, okay, she cool, but I don't fuck with her like that. But at the same time, he got injured and
Oh, so she paid.
she paid for
the
his
love.
insurance for his surgery. And he was
Oh.
like,
Yikes.
That is some manipulation.
She held
for
me
real.
down.
and
Right.
he
Shit.
really felt like she loved me, and I feel like I would be wrong to not.
See, I don't.
One
get-
thing my
I don't
mother said before
understand
she
that.
passed away, and it was right before I got married. And I don't know why we were talking about it. And she does these things where she says some shit and she bounced. Like she's like go to the bathroom
And
or go
drop
out
the mic.
Right, literally. She'd be like, you can learn to love her. And she went to the bathroom. I was sitting in the living room like, how did she even know that that's where I was? I didn't even
mother
say that
knows.
shit. Like I
So,
never said that
We
shit.
know.
as a man, do you feel like that statement is true? You can
Yes.
Men can learn to love a woman.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Ladies,
I
do
know
y'all
somebody-
feel like y'all can learn to love a
Mm-mm.
man?
Wait, here's the no.
But
wait.
I need that chemistry that he talk
No.
about. I gotta
Yeah.
have that
Because-
I
chemistry.
learned that
For
after
sure.
the fact.
I feel like
I can't do that.
if you feel like you have to quote unquote learn to love me, I'ma feel like, well, damn, am I not good enough?
Right.
Hold on. I can love you. The in love part is the
Correct.
that's the
Right,
chemistry.
that's what
Okay.
I'm saying.
That's
I'm
the
correct.
chemistry.
I'm gonna feel like, well, damn, if he feel like he got it, like I feel like it seems like you
An
you feel-
obligation.
like you forced
That,
to do
that
it.
that's the whole like paying for like the whole paying for thing. Like I could fuck with you, but I don't know if I fuck with you like that. But this is cool. And then I don't want you to turn around and like give me all my shit back, kind of thing. I didn't ask for none of the shit you gave me.
Oh,
Yikes.
this
I
is-
get it.
That's a very slippery
I get
slope.
it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, so accepting the gift and then not and denying the gift is kind of like, oh, what's wrong with me, kind of thing. It becomes like real psychological and shit. Like
Yeah.
I don't really enjoy dating no more. Like it's not fun.
See, going back to that cancer, right? He
Oh.
did some. No, not. I'm just saying because he would be very manipulative. Like we tried.
Blinks and triggered.
You know what? I'm just
I need a
not
sound
gonna
effect. I need a sound effect for it for your ass.
lie.
Go ahead.
No, but for real, like the guy that I dated, he would do that to me all the time. Like every time I tried to break up with him, so I just wasted my money. Wasted your money on what? I had a ring on layaway.
That is
I'm like, that's
manipulation. Well, when you
manipulative
gonna
as
get it
fuck.
off? Well, wait.
And then I'll be like, you know what? I did all this, and I thought this is what we were at. And I had
Like-
dated a tourist. She was like, "That was on you," and I was like, "Oh, damn."
He would say stuff like that, or
She was right.
I want to say
I'm
like,
gonna kill
yikes,
myself
like that's
if you don't talk
that's
to me.
true,
Like he would
but
say like the
Just
worst
dial
that
911
shit.
for him.
at this
Nobody
point,
has to do
like,
that.
Yeah,
if that's how you
he's a
feel,
bad
I got the
representation.
suicide
Mental.
hotline.
He was
You can even
mental.
text the suicide hotline now. There you go.
Yeah.
If I extend out,
211.
if I extend out anything financial, it was literally all my choice, and I do not ever. I would never come out my mouth like, "What the fuck I buy all that shit for?" Like I did that on the premise of,
Right.
you might not want it and shit, but that's just
Yeah.
that's the risk you take.
I think too, some of it comes from like my guy, he was like, he doesn't want me to do stuff for him because it was used against him in the past.
Yep.
I'm not her. I don't got nothing to do with I'm not even that type of person.
Wounded
I want-
masculinity.
Everybody to win. And if I don't get nothing out of it except to see you win, whether we together or not, I'm good.
Right. I've
'Cause-
done my part. I feel good about myself. I'm not
I'm
not
not
here to-
personal.
Yeah, I know. And so
I'll
am
cuss you
I.
out and then go buy you a coat. You know what I mean? Like if
That's
I
just
find that
how-
you need a
yeah.
coat,
Here with your cold
Absolutely.
ass.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm that person.
Like I'm definitely that person to here. I picked this up for you. Yeah, I just cussed you out yesterday, but I know that you needed X, Y, and Z, so I picked this up for you. Here you go.
You said, I know you mad, but put your
Right.
leg on my leg so we can go to sleep.
exactly,
Absolutely.
exactly. And that's on period.
That's
Don't-
just that on that.
Don't
I
put
feel
them
like that's
crusty
it.
ass feet on.
I'm in search of chemistry. I don't care.
Absolutely.
I
You
don't,
gotta have it.
Yeah, if it's a good feeling, I'm going with it.
You gotta meet. You can meet the nicest, finest person, but if you don't got the chemistry, it
just ain't
doesn't
gonna
matter.
work. It ain't gonna
It
work.
doesn't matter. You gotta have that.
Mhm.
I think everybody should date a Libra at least once in their life.
Oh my god.
What's the Libra's dates? What's your birthday?
My birthday is October 9th.
Oh, my daughter's a Libra.
My
Okay.
daughter is too. Kalia is too.
Yeah. What's her birthday?
October 12th.
Okay.
Everybody should date a Libra. I even
October.
dated a Libra.
Well, mine is like on the border. She's October 20th, so she's on
Yeah.
the borderline of some shit. What's after
I
Libra?
don't know.
Scorpio.
Mm.
She's a Lorprio.
Lord,
Ski
Listen, I'm
bra.
like, I know what the fuck comes after me.
A skilo.
She's a ski. She's a ski bra.
That sounds like a made up ass animal.
A skibra. It's like a skeezer.
I think it's interesting dating your same.
I was gonna
sign,
say,
'cause
how
me
did
and
that go?
him-
How did that
I
go
didn't
for
say
you?
date your own sign. I said date a Libra.
Oh,
No,
me and
I'm
him are
saying
both
no. I'm saying
Aries.
for you, how did that
So-
go dating a Libra? You dating your own sign. How did that go? For
It's
you?
like dating myself.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
'Cause we both
Ruthia?
be tripping because
I
neither
was
one of us
waiting
ever dated Aries,
on
and we
them
was
to-
both like,
I've never dated a Cancer.
we was both like, this is weird. Like
I
like
don't
we
think you
having a
should.
conversation with
Very
yourself.
bad. Huh? We both in a corner somewhere. I don't be super. I'm not super emotionally crying and like outwardly
Mhm.
like emotion. I'm just very in tune with like, wait, that didn't feel right. We need to holler. You need to holler at
Yeah.
me about this.
Yeah.
I'm a lot of. I'm a lot of
I think
that.
that's just good communication.
Yeah, I tried to.
Mhm.
And I'll apologize. I'm like, you know what? If I said something like this, I didn't mean it that way. This is what I meant,
Right.
and that's it becomes bad.
Mhm.
Ruthia, how
communication
was
is
it dating your own sign?
It was a party, wasn't it? For a second.
It was like dating myself, like you
Mhm.
said. But within that, I had to realize who I really was. Like, damn, I'm like that. Like certain shit was like, fuck, I do that. So it was
an eye opener.
It was good, but I'm no longer with that person. So there's that. There was a lot of healing on both parts that needed to be done, and dating someone of the same sign helped me heal.
Okay.
It was like, shit, I really be acting like that, huh?
My friend JoJo said, "Why y'all so ridiculously funny in y'all podcast?"
I'm just regular.
I think I vibed with it. I think I vibed most with the Gemini. Like those are the, which is weird.
You a Gemini?
Mm-mm. His crush is.
She done told your
I-
business.
The facial expression.
She is. I think I knew that.
He lit
I
up.
think, I think I kind of knew that. Yeah.
so cute.
He lit up.
He lit up his smile.
He's blushing.
That is so cute.
Right, he definitely got that Kool-Aid smile.
I mean,
That is
my crush is a
adorable.
Gemini too. So.
You might need to go. You might need to, get on that.
She's going through some things. I'll let her do her thing.
That's it.
Shout out to the Geminis though.
Yes.
Clearly, she's one of my best friends, so we fucks with each other.
Bitch, I'm your best friend.
I
She
thought
like,
I
no,
was
you
your
ain't.
best friend. And
She look like, no, the fuck y'all ain't.
I'm about
We
to
just
say I
here,
different.
we just be here on every other Tuesday together.
Okay, first of all, don't be putting words in my mouth. The fuck?
the fuck, the fuck.
The fuck?
I can't.
I need one to say I feel
So,
attacked.
I think we done.
What's the moral of the story? What's the moral?
The
The
moral,
moral of the story is we don't gotta listen to all that
absolutely.
masculine, feminine energy. Like
Do what works for
are.
you.
Do what works for you in your relationship. Like I just think that people catch on to these fads and these waves.
That's
and
exactly
stuff,
what
and
it
just
is.
it get on my nerves, honestly. It's
That's
just like
exactly what it
be
is.
who you are and quit trying to use this as an excuse for whatever it is, you know.
Try to fuck again.
The fuck,
Okay, I turned it up. Okay.
you know. So
I
that's
think
what I think.
I think the moral of the story from my point of view would be heal, learn who you are and operate in that. And find
Absolutely.
somebody else who is healed, know who they are and operate in that. And then I think that natural chemistry and balance will come in. You can be
Mhm.
both feminine and masculine and it'll create a great space.
I think
Yeah.
it just depends on what's going on too.
Absolutely, because as you can't always operate in one specific energy at all times. At times, there may be a need for a woman to operate in her masculine energy.
Mhm.
And at times, there may be a need for a man to operate in his feminine energy.
Yeah,
Speaking to what Tommy was saying, he's intuitive.
Mhm.
That's
Intuitive.
that's a good quality that women like. Okay, so now you're recognizing something that I didn't even say.
I mean,
Yeah,
understand
we like it
it.
because that means
I'm an
is reading
uncle
our minds.
first thing in the morning. Just saying. I'm an uncle first thing
Don't
in the morning.
start that. I'm sure you are beautiful.
I was just saying my voice.
I was
be
about to say she
like,
was speaking more to her voice. she wake
No,
she
the
wake up
last
with
time
she wake up with the
was saying something
baritone.
else.
She wake up with the
Show your
baritone in her
ass.
but when
voice.
I'm real sleepy, when I'm real sleepy, my voice get deep too. It be like, all
I'll
right, bitch,
take
we
good
done.
care of you. That's what
That's
a man is supposed to do.
That's that Silent Night voice. Not you
From
remember
Ruth
the
Ann, you
Tommy,
wake
let
up
me find out
Roderick.
you remember the Temptations.
I'm waking up like,
Let your
Tyler.
head down.
Tyler, wake up. He be like, Dad?
When you stroke, rub you the right way.
Oh my god.
I'm thinking all the deep voices.
I need something to say. I feel attacked.
Silent night.
What is this one? Oh, I just want to.
We're gonna keep on adding. We got a lot of space over there.
Okay, y'all. I think that
All right.
reached the end of
So
the
we've
show.
come, right. We have come to the end of another episode of DNR Podcast. We thank you for listening. In the
We
event
even-
that you
Go ahead, bitch. Go ahead.
in the event that you missed our live stream, you can catch us on all your favorite streaming platforms in the next 72-ish hours. Y'all know we black, so
She trying to throw a shot at Tommy. Like, drop the episode within 72 hours.
I ain't even thinking about the episode. I'm thinking about. Can I please have my clip?
I didn't get it. I didn't get the clip.
I did send the clip.
She said she never got it though,
I
but
sent the email.
she said she never got it. But
Oh,
also Tommy
man.
don't also be in a group chat. He be ignoring the fuck out of us until you actually mention him. Like, hey, nigga, we talking to you.
You didn't get the email?
Oh man.
Okay.
All right, but
All right, I'm about to show you this fucking email.
anywho,
Wherever you can listen to your podcast, you can catch us on all of your favorite streaming platforms. We thank you for listening to another episode of
we didn't
Did-
put a plug or nothing.
She about to. I think she gonna.
Go ahead, Ruthie. Go ahead and take over.
I was gonna ask a question.
Go
first.
ahead.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Oh.
Are we recording live next episode?
I thought we came to the consensus that we are.
We said we
not.
will say it
Oh.
at the end.
Okay.
Actually, we came to a consensus. Yes, You said that. You
Make
are
sure you
trying not
record.
to do it.
No, I'm good to go. I got my tissues ready and everything.
That's
I'm gonna take off
okay.
my eyelashes.
Yeah, don't even put them on.
Yep. So we will not be recording live, but we will have a podcast episode whenever Tommy decides to drop it in 2 to 3 weeks. All right, y'all ready to pull these plugs? Go ahead, Denise.
All right, Tommy, pull the plug.
You no,
What?
you got a DNR something.
Oh,
what are you
listen.
pulling the plug on?
Listen,
And she has the
I
plug.
am pulling the plug on this. I'm pulling the plug on my current employment.
You said she's about to say this episode.
No.
Is it? I was gonna say something real left, but you know, I'm pulling the plug on my current employment.
I'm pulling the plug on this week. I feel like I don't have none. I'm all right. You know what? I'm pulling the plug on everything that I thought I lost in 2022. I'm pulling the plug on it.
Ooh.
Let's let it
Yes.
be where it's at.
That's what's up. I am pulling the plug on attaching any of my success in my healing journey to other people.
That's good.
All right, I like that.
All right, let's pull the plug.